Hello and welcome. We're at the launch of the Betfred Championship, the Betfred League One in the AB Sundex 1895 Cup, and with the owner of the Leigh Leopards and the sponsor of the 1895 Cup. First of all, tell me about that. Why did you get involved?
Opportunity. Always was one of the teams outside the Super League. Always fancied the dream of going to Wembley and thought, how's that ever going to happen? When there's so many big teams above you. So I just thought, if there was a competition that you could sponsor that excluded those, it creates opportunity for others, and you can start off with more than just the league, which a lot of teams kind of know in the early part they're not really going to be in at the end, but they can focus on that. So that was the reasoning behind it.
And we're at the launch of the Championship League One and the 1895 Cup. How strong is the Championship this year?
Well, I mean, there's some right players coming into it. Gareth Widdop would be a standout one, I guess. Richie Myler. When you're attracting players of that calibre, it speaks volumes, and it also speaks volumes as well for what's above it. That they're not in that mix, and there's lots of other players in there as well. Too many to mention. A lot of good coaches as well. Having spent so much time in it, it's great to see some of the faces back here, and Wakefield, where we are being in it for the first time as well. So there's lots of optimism for everybody in here today.
You said you'd never reach Wembley. Well, you did. And you won the Betfred Challenge Cup, so dreams do come true.
They do, and it was an honour to see our guys receive it from you as well. It was a dream come true. It really was, and it was an absolute magical day. But I have to say, although it was at Tottenham when we was there, we have been at obviously all the other finals previously for the 1895 Cup, and it was a brilliant experience. You don't really sort of differentiate the two when you're actually living in the moment. Of course, the Betfred Challenge Cup's far more special than the 1895 Cup, and the historic side of it, 52 years in the making, so it was even more special and elating, and it's something that, no matter whatever happens to me in my life, that's a memory I'll never ever forget.
Last season, obviously, you were new boys in the Super League as well. You got to the playoffs, won the Challenge Cup. I mean, it couldn't have gone any better. How are you going to beat it this year?
By improving, and that starts with improving the budget that I've given to Chesney, improving the number of players in the squad, improving some quality in certain areas that Lammy identified, improving the number of people that come, that improves our income, which we've done with 5,000 members now, which is just unbelievable. We got 2,180 at the relaunch, which was a record, so to more than double that is phenomenal. So that's important to me, that the town and the people of the town are buying into it. Attracting bigger partners. Holland and Barrett would be a standout one for some, which is a national brand. So everything's growing in the right direction. Winning takes care of everything. Our biggest success comes from winning the Betfred Challenge Cup. Make no illusions about that. The rebrand's been successful, but the winning made the rebrand successful as well. So we've got to keep on winning, and our biggest goal is to retain the Betfred Challenge Cup. We want to desperately do that, but at the same time we want to increase. We felt, to be honest, a little bit disappointed at the end, and that might sound strange to say, we really did, because of the position we put ourselves in. We felt we could have done just that little bit better than we did. That's not a criticism of the boys, it's just our internal expectations that we didn't share. So we take that forward this year. We've had a great summer one with the camp. Sorry, not summer, from it. Felt like it in Lanzarote with the boys. And Lammy's feedback on that is that it was great again, and we're in a better position this year than we were last. I find that very inspiring.
You mentioned a rebrand. It's the best rebrand I've ever seen in Rugby League. You are very, very good at marketing. Leopard print was all over Wembley. It looked brilliant. Are you still up for it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's absolutely fantastic, and everybody identifies anybody wearing leopard print as a Leigh fan. I think that's great. And the other thing I love about it is how involved you can get with it. You can do it fun, you can do it chavvy, you can do it smart. It doesn't have to just be ladies, it can be guys. You don't have to buy replica shirts. You can come with just a handkerchief in your pocket, or you can come tip to toe leopard print. It's absolutely brilliant. It's brought eyes on the sport as well as our club, and from far afield, so we'll be pushing that even more. And the merchandise has gone that mad that we've had to build a purpose-built shop to put outside the front.
Two quick questions. What's success for Leigh this year then?
Success is doing more than we did last year, so top 4.
And what's success for you? I believe you're doing an Ironman?
Well, half an Ironman. So I can have a letter N tattooed on the back of my leg, not the M.
There's still some going now.
Yeah, the swimming and the cycling bit, I enjoy. I do cycling and distances. I've done, 4 times the distance for charity. It's the run. I can't run, even with a lion behind me. I just lie down gracefully. So the knees and the ankles will take some punishment, but it gives me something to focus on. If I don't do that, then I'm not great at looking after my body. So it's a personal thing that I'll pin to the back of raising some money at the same time.
Well, he had 17 Ironmen at Wembley last year when he won the Betfred Challenge Cup.